Okay, it's the second weekend in May, and this will be the weekend that we're going to plant a bunch of transplants. So this will be the last time the garden looks so bare. So first, our asparagus. It's this one in the back is doing really good, branching out. The others are starting to fern out too. So pretty soon we'll have a nice little ferny place for our little beneficial insects to hang out. So, and then I have now put in the irrigation for most of the other beds there. So I got the ones laid out here and then all the way around the perimeter. Got the beds, mix them up, put some more compost and soil mix in there, mix that up, leveled it out, put the irrigation on. So, and then I watered it a bit last night. Now basically today we'll be planting them in there. So we'll be all set to put our tomatoes around the perimeter and then our other stuff in here. So the only bed that's not done is this one, which it has the onions in it, because I haven't quite got around to taking them out and redoing that. And there's still a bunch of honeybees. I don't know if you can see that all over the place here. Still going crazy on those. And those taste good just as scallions. Pulled some up, gave some to a friend the other day, and still tasty. It's just weird, this giant, huge plant, and when you pull it up, it just looks like there's no bulb at the bottom. It's just a huge scallion type onion, and then maybe a carrot there. So anyway, that's that. So that's the only bed that's not done. And basically, I just needed to get all the transplants in the ground, and then I'll worry about that later. Plus, we'll see how this onion thing continues to play out. So here is our spring garden, and so let's see. I think it was after I did the update last week, I put the trellises in here, so that's made a huge difference. Getting those up, helping get them off the ground. Some of those greens have been kind of beat up, partly because probably they were covered and wet, and also just because they weren't getting sunlight and other things. But anyway, so here we go. So we have our beets here, looking good. Here's 4 kale there, and then there's kale there. Put some kale back here. Looks like they're all, one of them's not doing too hot, but the other ones are. We've got some chard there. The chard there is looking good. It's kind of really tucked in there because I planted so many peas. Sorry, that's our spinach. And then our spinach here, you can see the ones in the front are doing fantastic. Our onions are still really skinny. What's been crazy has been the carrots. The carrots there are huge now. The ones over there are okay. And the ones in that corner back there are doing not that great. And those ones are doing better. And those ones probably were because up until a week ago, the peas were falling over and stuff like that. So our chard is, it's like you got 3 chard here, 2 like tiny, 1 good size, and then some massive ones up here because they didn't have any problems with the peas laying on them. And the ones in the back here are looking pretty bad. So we'll have to see how they survive. But that's kind of why we did this experiment with planting the same 3 greens. It's like the kale, the spinach, and the chard. Planting behind the peas, in between the peas, and in front of the peas, just to see how this does. So we'll know for next year. Okay, yeah, don't plant anything right behind the peas because, especially these guys. So these are our sugar snap peas, and they're a lot taller than the others. These are snow peas and then regular peas. And they have done fantastic. But like I said, their issue is they really drown out the competition. So might have to reorganize that so we don't plant anything behind them. But we'll see how that goes. Because some things like the shade, the spinach, won't like the heat that's going to get here soon. So anyway, that is that. Everything's looking good. The spinach up front is looking really big and good. Then we have some issues with the leaves and stuff from some bugs maybe, but not really sure what that is, but we'll look into that. So here's some crunchy stuff, or it's not crunchy but icky, and then there's some stuff here, so we'll just have to see how this goes. But these carrots are just crazy because it was not that long that they all looked, this size here and this right here, like these guys. And so anyway, we'll see how things go and go from there. But the beets over here look really good. We get some good size out of there, And anyway, yeah. Now we'll have plenty of room to put those other carrots that I'm working on in the house there. So, anyway, that is this for now. Next week it'll look a lot different. I'll have put tomatoes on the outsides, and then a bunch of peppers and some eggplant over there. We've already got them, and we'll get things popping off. But anyway, this is the update for this week. Thanks for watching.